Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. Pope Francis remains hospitalized in critical condition and developed an asthmatic respiratory crisis earlier today. The Vatican said he received blood transfusions to treat anemia. However, the Vatican also noted the Pope continues to be alert and spent the day in an armchair. The Vatican also announced Pope Francis would not deliver his weekly Angelus prayer. Pope Francis was admitted to the hospital last week, and doctors say he is expected to remain hospitalized for at least all of next week. A Decorah High School teacher, 48-year-old Dustin Bliven, has been arrested following allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a student. According to the Decorah Police Department, a tip led to an investigation, and after gathering evidence, law enforcement contacted the student and informed the school district. Both the school and police collaborated to ensure student safety. Bliven now faces charges of sexual exploitation by a school employee. An arrest was made following a vehicle pursuit and crash in Osseo Friday night. The Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office says a deputy tried to stop a speeding vehicle on I-94, but the driver, Darnell Davis, fled and crashed into a parked semi-trailer after entering a private lot. Davis of South Elgin, Illinois, suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to Mayo Hospital. A search of the vehicle uncovered a firearm, and Davis, a convicted felon with active warrants, now faces several charges. Today, Governor Tim Walz has ordered flags at half-staff across Minnesota to honor Border Patrol agent David Christopher Molland. Molland was shot while on duty in Vermont last month. Walz says, quote, "Minnesota is deeply saddened by the loss of David Christopher Molland, a Minnesotan who committed his life to serving our nation. His burial will take place at Fort Snelling National Cemetery." A candlelight vigil held in Madison Friday to remember two transgender people who were killed earlier this month. Authorities say Sam Nordquist, a transgender man from Minnesota, was tortured and killed in upstate New York. And Tahiri Broom, a transgender woman from Ohio, was fatally shot in Michigan. Those at Friday's vigil said they wanted to honor the victims' lives and call for unity and compassion. Holding candles, they read poems and observed moments of silence. 3 local groups organized the event.
We have a pretty quiet night ahead of us across the area. Clouds are starting to move in right now, and that's going to lead us into a mostly cloudy night tonight, but that's going to keep our temperatures just a tad bit warmer than they were last night. Can see some snow starting to form off into central Minnesota. We are going to see some light flurries start to move into our area early in the morning, mainly for areas north of I-94. However, we're not really expecting too much overall in terms of accumulations. Here's a look at those lows tonight. Again, a little bit warmer than we were last night. This is going to be that start of that nice warm-up that we have coming in for this week. Most of the areas sitting in the upper teens or the low 20s. Here's your morning in La Crosse. Those clouds are going to stick around through the early morning hours, but we'll eventually start to see them taper off, becoming more high in nature, and then having that sun poke through in the afternoon. And you're going to feel that sun. It's going to be getting into the low 40s and the upper 30s out there. Very nice day. It's going to feel pretty spring-like out there for the last week of February, so definitely take it in, because I'm sure we'll have another round of winter coming out right after it.
For sure. Can't wait for those 40s, though.
Me either.
Thanks, Nicole. Well, tonight was an opportunity to celebrate La Crosse's Black leaders making a difference. It was the 5th annual Black Excellence Celebration. The gala is all about celebrating and honoring the individuals and organizations making a significant impact in the Coulee region's Black community. The celebration included speeches, live performances, and a dinner. Black student leaders and Hope Restores partnered to put on the event. Girl Scouts at the Omni Center celebrated friendship and culture today. That's because it's World Thinking Day, a day Girl Scouts and their guides celebrate every February 22nd. Girl Scouts will pick a country and present what they've learned about it. The Girl Scouts and other community-involved organizations will represent countries with food samples, dance performances, and games.
One of the best parts about Girl Scouting is that we're all sisters, and so we are like learning about every sister has a different story, every sister has a different culture and community, and so it's important for us to learn about all of the other girls' background, their culture, where they're from.
Each year has its own theme. This year's theme is Our Story, reflecting the symbolism and values of our movement. Organic farmers swapped information and resources at the La Crosse Center today. The Marble Seed Organic Farming Conference is the largest conference of its kind in the U.S. Every year, farmers and business owners gather to learn the latest on organic farming methods, build community, and shape the future of the organic farming movement.
It's really cool to kind of see different practices. For us, it's really nice to just kind of connect with some of these local farms, just kind of seeing what they've got going on.
The conference featured several dozen vendors and included educational workshops and roundtables. This is the conference's 36th year. Well, it's time for a fuzzy, fun-filled adventure that helps kids feel better about their next trip to the doctor. The Children's Museum of La Crosse is teaming up with the Viterbo Nurse Association for their annual Teddy Bear Clinic. The event gives little ones a chance to learn all about what nurses do while easing any worries about doctor's visits with the help of their favorite stuffed friends. The project director says the best part of the Teddy Bear Clinic is seeing the pure joy on the kids' faces.
My favorite part about the Teddy Bear Clinic is getting to see the joy on kids' faces, going through, seeing all the different stuffed animals they have and just how excited they are for it.
The event featured a variety of fun activities like learning about shots, dancing, and discovering the basics of a checkup. Still to come, more hostages have been released as part of the Middle East ceasefire deal, but it's unclear what's next as phase 1 of the deal comes to an end.
If you can't say anything nice, come sit next to us at LCT's production of Steel Magnolias. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
If you can't say anything nice, come sit next to us at LCT's production of Steel Magnolias. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
Hey, there's John McGivern.
You know John McGivern?
She sure does. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out which Medicare Advantage plan to choose.
That's easy. Network Health. They have plan options with the Part B Premium Give Back. That's money back in your pocket. Dental and vision benefits, even plans with a $0 monthly premium.
That's what I've been telling her. I'm going to give them a call.
Call today, 833-7-NETWORK.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Israeli and Palestinian families celebrated as more hostages were released as part of the Middle East ceasefire deal. But as phase 1 of the deal comes to an end, there are new worries about how long the peace can last. CBS's Deborah Pata reports from Israel.
Finally, Cherie Bibas has come home. In the early hours of this morning, braving miserable weather, mourners lined the streets to pay their respects to the young mother and her 2 dead boys. But for a few families, there were also tears of joy today as 6 more hostages were released by Hamas. I've dreamt of this moment so much, you have no idea, said Omer Shem Tov as he embraced his parents. Elia Cohen's release culminated in an emotional reunion with his girlfriend Ziv Abud. The couple were at the Nova Music Film Festival on October 7. He had no idea she'd survived the terror attack until today. In Gaza, relatives also waited anxiously for the more than 600 Palestinians jailed in Israel who were due to be freed in exchange for the hostages. I want to fly in the air, said Soraya Abu Deraz. I can't wait for him to come home. 4 more bodies are expected to be handed over by Hamas in the coming week. Then that's it. The 6-week truce ends. Talks to extend the ceasefire for a second round have still not been finalized. The second phase of the deal will have to decide who controls Gaza. Hamas wants a complete withdrawal of Israeli troops. Israel wants the rest of the hostages freed, the territory demilitarized, and Hamas out. Deborah Patter, CBS News, East Jerusalem.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is calling for the immediate release of the remaining hostages in Gaza. Rubio posted on social media Saturday where he credited President Trump's efforts for securing the release of the hostages during the first phase of the ceasefire deal. But he went on to write that the remaining hostages, quote, must be released now. The post came after Hamas released those 6 hostages from Gaza earlier today. The hostages were the final living captives slated for release under the first phase of the ceasefire agreement between Hamas and Israel. Cade will have sports for you soon, including the Badger men's basketball game, but first.
We have one last week of February to get through, and that means we have one last week of winter as far as the calendar goes. First day of meteorological spring is right around the corner, and it's looking pretty spring-like out there. I'll have a full look at your forecast coming up right after the break.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was worried when I found out Duke had to get knee surgery, but the process was easier than we thought.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
The Board Store, 1989. The Board Store, 2025. We've made our own improvements to better serve homeowners while improving the homes and lives of thousands of homeowners in the past 35 years. Now is your opportunity for you to get started on this year's project at the lowest prices of the year. See it all in our showroom, visit online, or call. 27th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. Higher quality at lower prices. Don't miss it.
A 7-year-old girl attends a birthday party at a local swimming pool. She's sexually assaulted by a repeat child molester. The monster faces 100 years in prison, but Judge Susan Crawford let him off with just 4. That was Crawford's choice. Now he's back on the street, walking distance from a school. And Judge Crawford, she wants a promotion. Susan Crawford, dangerous decisions, wrong for Wisconsin.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
Get $3,000 total cash allowance on this 2025 Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners can get $5,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Well, it wasn't too bad out there today. A lot of our highs were actually pretty close to average, but we're definitely going to be getting above that as we go into tomorrow and for the rest of the week ahead. Tomorrow's going to be one of the cooler days that we have ahead of us, so it's looking up for at least the next week. Here's our highs for tomorrow. Most of the area seeing their first chance at seeing the low 40s out there. Everybody else at least getting well above freezing. If you don't see the 40s tomorrow, then you definitely have a decent shot at seeing it at least once as we go throughout the rest of the week. We do have a couple scattered precipitation chances throughout the week as well. Not really looking at too much overall in terms of accumulation with really any of these chances, but they're there nonetheless. The first one's coming tomorrow morning, mainly for areas north of I-94, a couple light snow showers out there. Really, accumulation will be minor, if anything, so we aren't expecting too much, and that'll really move out of the area as we go into the afternoon. Then after that, we'll have some clearing. The sun will poke out, and will give us some nice warm skies ahead of us. We could have some high clouds moving in later into the evening, That could also bring some light rain for those areas that saw the snow in the earlier morning hours. Coming later in the night, here we are around 11 p.m. This could get a little bit tricky too, as those temperatures are going to be right near freezing for areas north of I-94, so we could see a little bit of a mixing in there. Otherwise, it again moves out of the area fairly quickly, so accumulation and any totals, whether that's with rain or snow, is looking very, very light. And then we go into Monday, looking even warmer on Monday. Here's those lows. Most of the area actually getting above freezing, or not even getting below freezing, I should say, as we go into Monday morning. Very warm out there. That's going to translate into the afternoon as well. Starting your week off, can't think of a better way to do it. Some areas possibly even getting near 50 degrees out there. Very nice and warm, and believe it or not, this is only about 10 degrees above our average high, so really not unseasonably warm. This is the kind of weather that should become our new normal in just a short amount of time. I mentioned those light precipitation chances scattered throughout the week. We have another one coming Monday evening, just some scattered rain. Again, rain because it's going to be so warm out there, passing through the area. Wednesday, we should see a little bit of a break from it until we go into, or excuse me, that's supposed to say Tuesday, excuse me. Tuesday, we'll see a little bit of a break until we go into Tuesday night. Then we see some rain passing through again. And as we go into Wednesday morning, that could transition into some light snow across the area. But again, the main story with all of these precipitation chances, as they'll be moving out pretty quickly, and then they're not amounting for much overall. Because they're moving so fast and a lot of them are looking scattered in nature, most of us will only just see a few stray drops out there. Most of the area through the next 5 days only looking to see around 1/10 of an inch, maybe getting lucky enough to see 1/4 of an inch, which isn't unusual. We're still in our dry season right now, so we're not expecting too much overall in those totals, but they're there nonetheless. It'll be the first time some of us have seen rain in quite a bit of time. And then those highs, those temperatures are going to be the main story of this week, getting into the mid and upper 40s throughout the majority of the week, cooling off a little bit on Saturday and Sunday, but that's actually going to be pretty close to our average high, believe it or not. 40 degrees is actually going to be like 2 degrees above our average high for this time of year, so it's definitely something to be looking forward to.
I can't wait. This is so beautiful. I cannot wait for it. And then also, yes, and we're getting really close to the spring ahead. We're like a couple weekends off from that, so we're in the final stretch, folks. We're almost done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be incredible. Going to feel amazing. All right, well, thank you, Nicole. And coming up in sports, hear from the Badgers after suffering just their 6th loss of the season. Plus, the UWL Eagles were hoping to tie a program record for most wins in a season. Cade is in next.
People seem to have a lot of opinions about cases based on a very short snapshot.
It's giving me a better understanding.
There's a lot of in between, and it's very complicated, and I want people to realize.
Wednesday at 6, a first-hand look at what goes into the difficult decisions in our justice system.
Brad Schimmel wants to take us back to an abortion ban from 1849, back to a ban with no exceptions, not for rape or even health of the mother. Brad Schimmel, too extreme for women, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
You know what's on my mind? It's butt cold out here and I don't have any heat at home. Well, gotta have heat, Einstein. Up yours, smarty. I just don't know who to call.
Jacob said Chuck used the local company. The primary color's the good one?
What?
What?
Huh?
Well, there's your sign.
Jeez Louise.
Moron.
Hey, putz.
Call GNC for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
Cooley Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. This issue spotlights women who dream big, starting with community health advocate Maumua Vu. Meet women who dream up businesses like Marcy's Pet Spa, live the dream at Super Street Tacos, and create sweet dreams with Slumber Party Solutions. Tour a new townhome nestled in La Crosse's historic district, then browse the annual La Crosse Area Business Association Home Show Guide. Pick up your copy at area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
Brad Schimmel let thousands of rape kits sit untested for years.
While rapists walked free
and victims waited for justice.
Take it from a sheriff.
A sheriff.
A cop. Brad Schimmel's too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
A big one on the basketball court today. The Badgers going for their 22nd win of the season, welcoming in Oregon. Let's get to the highlights. Badgers were up 12 at halftime and came out of the gates hot. Max Klesmit gets the open look, knocks down the triple. Badgers up 15. Then with 13.5 to play, it's Klesmit in the corner, another three ball. Badgers up 14, then under 6.5. It's John Tonje, free lane to the hoop, lays it in. Still a 14-point game, but things would fall apart. Under 5 to go, and Oregon drills a three. That pulls them within 6. Then 15 seconds to go. Jackson Shellstad shoots it from the parking lot. He sends the game to overtime. In OT, Badgers down 2, but Nolan Winters puts Wisconsin up 1. Oregon would retake the lead. Last chance for Wisconsin. Tonje a deep three, but it's off the iron as Oregon steals the game 77-73. News 8 Sports Director Jacob Lenzendorf was at this one, and he has more from the meltdown in Madison.
Well, after a first half that saw the Badgers up 38-26 behind some dazzling dunks and effective execution on the offensive end, things went south in the second half as a Jackson Shellstad three sent the game to overtime, and the Ducks would outscore the Badgers 11-7 in the extra frame, winning the game 77-73.
Yeah, I just wanted to change things up with, on defense and give us a look of pressure the whole game, full court pressure. So. That was ultimately it. Kind of took us out of our regular flow, and we'll just learn from this.
Wisconsin didn't attempt a single free throw in the second half, and 11 of their 17 turnovers in the game came after the intermission.
You turn the ball over like that when it's a lack of aggression. It's a tentativeness that I felt we didn't play on our toes and keep the throttle down like we had in the first half.
Having guys that have a lot of experience really helps in these situations, and keep going back to it. Like John said, we're going to learn from it tomorrow, watch the film, and get right back to practice and play Tuesday.
So after a streak of 5 wins and looking like one of the best teams in the country, Wisconsin will go back to work and hope to make necessary improvements as they've got a quick turnaround welcoming Washington here on Tuesday. From the Kohl Center, Jacob Lenzendorf, News 8 Sports.
All right, let's go over to Mitchell Hall, where the UWL men's team playing their final regular season game of the year. Early on, Dustin DeRusso gets to work early. Tough shot, gets it to go, plus the foul. Then check out the nasty crossover by Malik Abdul-Wahid. Throws it down for the pointers. UWL looks to respond and look no further than DeRusso. Why not let it fly? Eagles now up 2. Then it was DeRusso again, showing it he can get it done on both ends of the court. Bringing the crowd to life, throwing it down at the rim. Eagles would be up by 1 at the half, and they would come to life in the second. Here's Sam Grieger getting the floater to fall. Eagles would tie the record for most regular season wins in program history. They get the win 74-60. The UWL women dropping their final game of the regular season 60-67. That brings their final record on the year to 15-10. They finished 5th in the conference. Today, we also had area wrestlers looking to punch their ticket to the state tournament over in Westby. We had 16 area teams with a wrestler in action for Division III sectionals. Let's go there. Semifinal action, you win here and you're on to state. Starting at 106 pounds, Aquinas' Lincoln Stanek. Defense turns to offense, gets the takedown. He would go on to win 7-3. Next up, Westby's Clayton Gear tied up late in the match. But check this out, last second takedown, and Geyer's fired up. A huge win as he's on to Madison. Other side of the bracket, North Crawford Seneca's Jaron Grimsled. He's going to be in on a shot, dumps him down, and gets the finish. He would go on to win 8-0, and he'll be going back to state. Then we've got Tyler Paulson of Aquinas at 126, making quick work of his opponent. A pin in 112 as the freshman head into Madison for the first time. Up at 132, Roger Flaggy also with the Blue Golds. He would win by Tech Fall 17-1. He's moving through. And then up at 138, Grant Klimek of Independence Gilmanton, he'd pick up a fall. He's moving on to Madison. Ithaca Weston's Nolan Waldner putting on a show at 165. A lot of takedowns for him. He would go on to win 20-5. And then up at 170, DeSoto's Seth Greeno. In a tight one, but he's going to lock up the cradle, gets the back points, and that would be the difference maker. He's moving through. Up at 190, Ithaca's Weston Caden Coleman. A big-time cradle at the end of the match secures the win. He's moving on. Then at 215, Aquinas' Tyson Martin gets the fall as he's through to state. Our Division I wrestlers were up in Eau Claire. Holman sending 3 through to state. Sparta with 2. La Crosse, Toma, and West Salem Bangor all sending 1 each. In our Division II wrestlers, we're at Wisconsin Dells High School. GET Melman advancing 4 guys through. Prairie du Chien also with 4. And Moston-Nicetas sending 2. I've got a full list of every wrestler who advanced on our website, news8000.com. Brewers with their spring training opener this afternoon, and they end it in style. Vinny Capra would rip a 2-run walk-off home run. That gave the Brewers a 9-8 win over the Reds. Milwaukee will go at it again tomorrow. Now, going back to that Badger basketball game, I mean, they've been playing really well down this stretch. But, you know, sometimes maybe a loss will be better for you. You can
Honestly,
learn from it.
This is probably a really good time for a loss if you're going to have a loss at this point in the season. It's a really good kind of reset and, like, lets them go over what their mistakes are, what they need to correct before they get to the tournament.
Exactly, because we've seen them play. We know they're a good team. They know they're a good team, so they just got a
This highlighted what they need to fix, and I think it's maybe will be a blessing in disguise for them, hopefully.
All right, we'll have more news after the break.
Purple days have come to Home Sleep Express. Right now, get up to $900 off Purple adjustable mattress sets and pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery. Stop the aches and pains on a Purple mattress from Home Sleep Express.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. Steer with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can't do. I'm out of here.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Welcome to Luther High School. We'd like to give you a glimpse into what your child will experience here. Smaller class sizes, focusing on their needs. Exploration of the arts. Students working together. At Luther High School, you'll find a community building a foundation for the future and a family for life. For more information or to schedule a visit, go to lutherhigh.org or find us on Facebook at We Love Luther.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Freedom is the ability to choose the path that makes you happy. Start down your path today in a Jeep.
Save over 10% off MSRP plus discounts on a 2024 Jeep Wrangler during the President's Day sales event. Redesigned exterior elements and updated features offer a refreshed take on the original icon of adventure, Jeep Wrangler. Stop in today. This offer ends February 28th.
My last name is Pischke, and that's where you can find your Jeep. Pischke Motors West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, buy one rug at sale price and get another one free. Mix and match from 30 different patterns, sizes, and shapes. And with rug experts in every showroom, you'll find your perfect rug match. BOGO Rugs, going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
It's more than just a dance, it's a movement. Every Wednesday, Gloria Kincaid turns Philadelphia's Scheller Center into a lively space filled with rhythm, fun, and soul. For over 26 years, she's been leading the charge in soul line dancing. Let's take a look at how Gloria and her dancers are keeping the tradition alive.
5, 6, cross that right foot right.
Gloria Kincaid calls this her ministry. Every Wednesday, she's at the Scheller Center leading a room full of dancers through the steps of soul line dancing.
I've been teaching soul line dancing for 26 plus years.
Clearly, she has the footwork to prove it.
And heel toe left. How's she doing?
But if you've never seen or heard of this style of dance, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Country western, but we done soulified it, okay? Line dancing itself is a group of people in a line moving and turning at the same time. Soul is the music, the movements and the music.
Come on.
Think of when somebody say, you got soul. We're talking about something that touches you a certain way.
Well, it's a mind-body connection because you have to remember the choreography. You are part of the whole. You're never dancing alone, even though you're not physically touching someone. It's multi-generational.
Mother and daughter. My mom comes to this line weekly.
I love meeting new people, becoming like a family.
Wherever there's space and music, you will find the line dance community.
The Delaware Valley has one of the largest soul line dancing communities in the nation. Its rich Black history and culture is documented in a project by folklore scholar and Jersey native Karen Abdul Malik. Next Wednesday, hundreds of dancers from the tri-state area will travel to D.C. to celebrate the archiving of the art form at the Library of Congress.
We're gonna dance. It's a party.
Movement is literally in our DNA.
Well, how fun does that look? We'll be right back with a final check on your forecast when we return.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm. The first Warren Weather Storm Runner. Only from News 8 Now. Expect more.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Here at Donald Auto, we respect your time.
We'll be ready on schedule.
We'll text you with our progress and we'll get you in and out fast. We'll earn your repeat business with our excellent service.
That's why I'm proud to be part of the Dahl Auto family.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was worried when I found out Duke had to get knee surgery, but the process was easier than we thought.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
The Lacrosse Polar Plunge is back. Help support over 14,000 athletes of Special Olympics Wisconsin by taking the plunge in their largest grassroots fundraiser on March 1st at Black River Beach. Connect with the experts who can turn the wedding of your dreams into reality at Wedding World, bringing you the best professionals from across the region on March 2nd at the Lacrosse Center.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
I love showing people the new technology in our new cars, the way it integrates with your life every day, with your phone and your mapping, text message, music, and just voice commands of what you can tell your car to do nowadays. I love selling cars at Dahl Auto.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
I know not everybody goes off of the meteorological dates for the seasons, but I do because I'm a meteorologist and I think that it works a little bit better. So the first day of meteorological spring, 1 week away from today, I'm looking forward to it. We're getting a little bit of a taste of it this week. I'm sure that we'll have winter coming around at least a time.
That's looking like spring temperatures.
For sure. I'm going to have to get on
nice.
your schedule because I want spring to be here much sooner.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.